Isang Meksikano noon ang iniiwasan at labis na kinakatakutan noon sa dibisyon na bantamweight. May mahabang galamay at mataas na height advantage ang Mexican boxer na ito, kung kaya't lahat po na nakakalaban nito ay labis na nahihirapan at nauuwi sa pagkatalo at madalas tulog ang sinasapit sa ibabaw ng lona. Di lang basta tangkad ang meron nito mga master, matibay at meron din po itong pambihirang lakas ng kamao. Marami na itong napatulog at muntikang mapatay sa ibabaw ng ring dahil sa bigat nga po ng mga suntok nito. Matalino din po ito kung kaya't naabot po nito ang napakalaking tagumpay na kung saan naging isang WBO Bantamweight World Champion po ito. Ang Meksikano na ito ay si Johnny Gonzalez na may alias na The Bomb na may nakakasindak na 39 wins with 35 knockouts. Sa kabilang banda naman ay may isang Pinoy naman na nabigyan ng magandang pagkakataon na labanan ng Mexican World Champion na si Johnny Gonzalez. Ang Pinoy na ito ay tubong Negros Occidental na walang iba kundi ang the fearless Jerry Peñalosa. Matapos nga po ang magandang pinamalas ni Jerry Peñalosa sa Pilipinas ay napili nga po ang ating bida para lumaban sa isang pandaigdigang kampyonato na kung saan makakaharap nga po nito ang matangkad at kinakatakutan na si Johnny Gonzalez. Sa laban nga po ng Pinoy kontra sa Meksikano ay maraming naniniwala na hindi nga daw po uubra at magiging isang patabang pagkain lamang ang Pinoy sa Meksikano. Malayo po kasi ang agwat ng height at reach advantage ng dalawa na kung saan labis na pinagtatawanan at minamaliit ang height po ni Peñalosa. Ayon nga sa isang pre-fight interview kay Johnny Gonzalez ay ito po mismo ang pamamaliit na sinabi nito sa Pinoy.
I'm not afraid of Jerry Peñalosa. This Filipino is small and easy to crush. His punches won't even reach my face. In about 2 or 3 rounds, I finish the fight immediately. I won't have any mercy. I'm going to knock this Filipino out.
Yan po ang maanghang na sinabi ng Meksikano sa Pinoy na kung sa Tagalog nga po mga master ay maliit lamang daw po ang Pinoy. Madali lamang daw po itong durugin. Hindi daw po aabot ang suntok ni Peñalosa sa mukha niya at hanggang 3 rounds lang daw po ang itatagal ng Pinoy sa kanya. Pero isang napakalaking pagkakamali pala ang mababang pag-estima at pangmamaliit ng Meksikano sa kababayan natin Pinoy. Dahil ang maliit na Pinoy pala na ito ang magbibigay ng bangungot sa kinakatakutang Meksikano na ito. Sa simula nga po ng round 1 mga master, kitang-kita ang laki at reach advantage ng Meksikano. Kaya naman nahihirapan po makapasok ang Pinoy. Ginagamit po talaga ng Meksikano ang haba nito. Pero aggressive ang Pinoy kaya nagagawa nito makapasok kahit mahaba at malaki ang kalaban.
Measured from the armpit to the end of the fist, 24 inches. Nearly 2.5 inches longer than Peñalosa.
And you know the funny thing about that, he needs to use that reach because Peñalosa wants to get in there and get in there close because he really realizes that he's at a disadvantage on size and reach. So cutting off the ring is very important for him, and stepping over to his left is even more important to him because that's the way Johnny's going. He's going towards his left.
What about the footwork, Lennox? Southpaw against the orthodox fighter.
Well, the southpaw is doing the right thing. If you notice, there's a couple instances where Peñalosa's actually stepping on his foot. The referee hasn't caught that yet, but he definitely needs to keep that right foot on the outside of Gonzalez.
About the shorter Peñalosa trying to get inside. He's giving away 3.5 inches of height. How does he do it?
Well, footwork is a key to get inside. Moving inside. Every time Johnny throws a punch, he has to duck inside of his punches, not on the outside. But he's doing the right thing. He's got his hands up. He's not taking any silly shots in there. And he's moving in. He's putting a little pressure on Johnny. Right now he should be really cutting off the ring and not following him around, but he's trying to get in there with the jab, which is doing well.
Gonzalez right now controlling the distance. against Penalosa, landing a good left hand to the body.
Gonzalez not really throwing too many punches. He's like he's picking his shots very carefully. He doesn't want to waste his punches. He's one of those boxers that don't like to waste too many punches.
Would you like to see a little more punch output from Gonzalez?
Stop the bell.
Gonzalez should remember this is only the first round, the figure-out round, so we're not really expecting too much. But right now they're really banging it out.
They figured it out.
Sa round 2 po hanggang round 3, bagamat maliit ang kababayan natin Pinoy, ay nagagawa po nitong paatrasin ng malaking kalaban habang distansya ang pinapairal ng Meksikano. Agresibong pagsugod naman po ang ginagawa ng Pinoy.
Oscar De La Hoya have put together a little tournament between Mexican fighters and Filipino fighters tonight. That's the entire card, and you hear the crowd reacting. There are a lot of Filipino flags being flown throughout the crowd as well as Mexican flags, so there's some nationalistic flavor to this as well.
Johnny Gonzalez is still kind of measuring out there. He's not really trying to take the fight over and assert himself like he should be.
What should he do more of, Lennox?
Well, he's doing the right things in the sense of he needs to throw more punches. He needs to be a lot stronger with his punches, especially with his jab. Try and keep the fight in the center of the ring. Penalosa's doing the right thing. He's putting the pressure on him. He's making him back up. He wants to get him against the ropes so he can take advantage of his shorter arms out of the two.
It seems as if Penalosa is slowly, in small increments, figuring out a way to close the gap a little bit.
Well, he has to. He's the shorter boxer. He doesn't want to keep this fight at long range because he's at a disadvantage having shorter arms. Going to the body is a good thing for him, Penalosa, to slow Johnny down, realizing that he had to make weight. So that could be a good technical thing for him to do.
Gonzalez coming off a March 30th TKO win over Irene Pacheco.
Looking at Johnny Gonzalez's punches, there's not too much steam behind him. He's just using his arms to really throw the punches.
When we talked with Penalosa in the fighter meeting, he was convinced that this fight wouldn't even go the distance.
Well, he's on a search and destroy mission. He said, I asked him what he's going to do in this round, in this fight. He said he's just going to search and destroy. He's going to knock Johnny Gonzalez out.
Watch your feet.
Really seemed optimistic of him really saying that, but we want to see him do it, and right now he needs to pick up the pace a little bit, put a little bit more pressure on Johnny, and try and put him up against the ropes.
Low blow right on the belt line by Gonzalez.
And Gonzalez threw a good body punch there. Gonzalez is not breathing hard. He looks pretty relaxed in there. He hasn't really done too much. Hasn't really put too much power behind his punches. He's just going through the motions a little bit until he hears that last 10 seconds, then he picks up the pace.
They'll also block most of that from Gonzalez.
There's not a lot of body punches thrown right now, and the person that should be throwing the body punches is Penalosa. He should be going to Johnny's body and trying to score some points and trying to affect him for the later rounds.
How does he get in there to get those body shots delivered when he's giving away the height and reach?
Well, that's where footwork comes in. He has to move in quick, and when he's ducking, he has to duck inside and come back with a combination punches. He doesn't really have to go after the head too much, but he can start out going after the body and then end off at the head.
A lot of connects right now for either fighter. Penalosa shoots a left hand to the midsection, works a jab. Does Gonzalez need to be a bit busier?
Well, Gonzalez is doing the right thing right now. He's keeping the fight in the center of the ring. He doesn't want to put his back up against the ropes. He's trying to catch Penalosa on the way in, but he's throwing some good shots. Penalosa's right there in the middle. Johnny Gonzalez can shut his eyes and throw a punch, and Penalosa will still be there because he's not really giving you too much head movement. He's not giving you different angles, which he should be. He's just coming in straight forward.
Penalosa blocks that volley from Gonzalez.
And although Penalosa's there to be hit, he's doing a good job keeping his hands nice and high and not getting hit with any silly shots in there.
Headbutt,
So
no
a
count.
counter shot from Penalosa.
Headbutt,
Works to
no
the head,
count.
works a jab. Gonzalez digs to the body. Left hook working for Gonzalez. Penalosa steps in the pocket.
Sa round 4 po mga master, sinasabi ng announcer na easy lamang daw ang Pinoy kay Johnny Gonzalez. Hindi daw talaga umaabot ang suntok ng Pinoy sa Meksikano. Maganda daw po ang distansya na ginagawa ng Meksikano sa maliit po na Pinoy.
Is one of these slick stylists that once he gets into his rhythm, he's brutal to fight the guy. I mean, you know, he moves, he gets off with the jab, he touches you, he throws triple left hooks, he powers up points the way Virgil Hill used to do. Touches your moves, touches your moves, touches your moves, you know, and he'll double and triple that hook. So, anyway, I thought Gonzalez won rounds 2 and 3. 2-1, Gonzalez.
You know, one of the interesting things, Lennox, when you take a look at this fight with Gonzalez and his height advantage and his reach advantage, according to CompuBox, as of right now, he's only landed 5 of 104 jabs in the fight. I think he'd want a little bit more accuracy with his jab.
Well, he definitely needs to step into his jab. That would help him. Right now, Penalosa's making this an easy fight for him because he's standing right there in front of him. Johnny Gonzalez knows he's going to come, and all he does is step back, throw a couple punches. They don't need to be hard, but, you know, Penalosa's there, and it makes it look like he's scoring the points.
So you're saying it's easy for Gonzalez right now?
Yeah, very easy for Gonzalez. What Penalosa needs to do is go to that body, throw a couple jabs to the head, go step right to the body, put him up against the ropes, and start throwing some combinations in there. He said in this particular fight he wants to throw more punches, but he has to get in to throw the punches. And then when he's inside, that's when he's got to throw the combination punches. So waiting around for Johnny Gonzalez is the wrong thing to do. He's to cut off the ring and push him against the ropes.
Gonzalez has had some success with that left hook to the body.
And that's one of his honey punches, is that left hook to the body. After he throws a good combination, that left hook is always there.
Penalosa told us he wants to be busier after that loss to Daniel Ponce de Leon. I don't know if he's been extremely busier through nearly the first 4 rounds of the fight.
Johnny Gonzalez is doing a great job keeping him at a distance right now. He's in Johnny Gonzalez's punching distance, and if you look, Penalosa's trying to throw punches, but he's coming up short because Johnny Gonzalez has longer arms, plus he's stepping backwards.
Not a lot of punches coming from Penalosa here in the 4th.
See, Penalosa.
Sa round 5 mga master ay unti-unti na pong napapasok ng Pinoy ang mahigpit na depensa ng Meksikano. Ginagamit ng Meksikano ang kaliwang galamay nito upang makadistansya sa agresibong Pinoy.
You hear that 10-second call on the mat and then try and win the round. You should try and win the round straight as soon as you hear the bell go. Impose your will against the guy, put him up against the ropes and win.
Those power shots, those left hands, those hooks have been successful for Gonzalez. Penalosa doing too much following here and not enough cutting off of the ring?
Well, he's got that foot on the outside, but he needs to make more quicker moves with his feet to shorten the distance between him and Johnny Gonzalez so he can get his combination punches going. And you notice Johnny Gonzalez is using that left hand. He's not really putting too much power behind the jab. He's using it as a measuring tool to keep him on the outside, keep him at a certain distance so he can throw his combinations.
It almost looked like that time Gonzalez telegraphed that he was going to throw the left hook to the body, and Penalosa did nothing and just let it land.
It's like Penalosa wants to get hit first before he reacts and throws the combination, but when he reacts to throw a combination, Johnny Gonzalez is gone. There you have it again. Johnny throwing the combination, Penalosa reacting after.
Gonzalez rips a right hand to the stomach of Penalosa. Penalosa shoots a left hand to the body of Gonzalez. Kind of one punch at a time though, Lennox.
Yeah, Penalosa should be more on the balls of his toes, ready to react, ready to shorten that distance so he can gain better position to throw his punches because of the fact that he's got shorter arms. Still waiting around, allowing Johnny Gonzalez to keep him at a distance. There you have another clash of heads. Both boxers coming in, clash of heads, and I'm surprised there's not a cut. And here we go. This is where whoever wants it is going to take it right now.
Gonzalez keeps the
Sa
distance.
round 6 nga po mga master ay mapapansin mo sa Pinoy na tila ba naghihintay ito ng tamang pagkakataon. Matyaga itong naghihintay ng magandang opening sa Meksikano na sadyang nakapakihigpit ng depensa.
According to CompuBox, over the last 2 rounds, Gonzalez has outlanded Penalosa 37-16. He's done it with power shots. Bob Papa, Lennox Lewis, the Arco Arena in Sacramento, California. HBO's Boxing After Dark. Johnny Gonzalez defending his 118-pound championship against Jerry Penalosa. Still to come in our main event, Daniel Ponce de Leon defends his title against Ray Batista. No knockdown so far in the fight. Gonzalez has been able to control the distance as Penalosa does get inside, but right away Gonzalez fires back with the right hand.
And Penalosa needs to do something in a hurry because this fight's slipping away from him round by round unless he does something drastic. And what I mean by drastic, he needs to put on a lot more pressure on Johnny Gonzalez, put him up against the ropes and throw different combinations, get wild in there. Still flat-footed, needs to be on the balls of his toes and needs to throw some jabs. There's another clash of heads right there. I'm sure the referee's going to talk to Penalosa about that.
Let's go.
But in turn, the referee warns both boxers.
Penalosa, a highly respected boxer in the Philippines. In fact, he is the idol of Manny Pacquiao. Been a great champion at the tail end of his career here at the age of 35. In fact, he told us yesterday, after this fight, after he won this fight, and he was confident, very confident, in fact, thinking he may knock out Gonzalez, that maybe one more fight and he's done. Good double left hook to the body, though, by Gonzalez.
Well, I haven't seen him throw a punch yet that really put Johnny Gonzalez on his heels or really that can concern him any much.
He's landed a good straight left hand. Gonzalez digs for that body again.
And Johnny Gonzalez is throwing some good combination punches out in there. And one of the punches in his repertoire is the uppercut, which he throws very well.
Left hand by Penalosa. Gonzalez with a left of his own.
And Penalosa got through with a good left hand right there, right when Johnny Gonzalez was throwing the left hook.
Sa round 7 mga master, dahil nga po sa di maabot ng suntok ng Pinoy, ang pagmumukha ng Meksikano ay sa katawan ito pinunteriya ni Peñalosa. Ito lamang ang laging open sa depensa ng Meksikano. Kaya naman isang malakas sa left body shots ang pinakawala ng Pinoy na dumurog sa ribs ng Meksikano.
2 punches at a time. I mean, when he gets in a good shot, it's always 1 punch and that's it. I don't know if it's his reflexes or the fact that Gonzalez is moving, but it's always 1 at a time. On the other hand, Gonzalez, when he digs that left hook to the body, doubles it. Here, look at that. 4-punch combination right there. He does it all the time, Johnny Gonzalez. He keeps moving his hands. Beautiful ring generalship, keeps him away. 5-1, Johnny Gonzalez.
Thank you very much, Harold. I guess the one round that Lennox, I think back on the maybe either way was round number 3, but you know, for the most part, Gonzalez has been able to control distance and use that left hand, not so much with the jab scoring, but as you said, a range finder, and then using that left hook very effectively.
And he's got good poise in there. He's not in a hurry to do anything. Very relaxed in there. He knows what he wants to do. He knows there's not too much pressure on him, so he can do what he wants to do in there.
And for a guy that had to come down from 130 pounds to make the 118-pound limit. A little low. Gonzalez seems to be pretty relaxed, and it doesn't seem like the weight loss affected him much.
Not too much. I mean, Penalosa doesn't really give him too much pressure to worry about, so he's relaxed. He doesn't feel the pressure anytime at all. He can do what he wants to. Anytime he wants to rest, all he does is get on his feet and move around.
That took to the side, Penalosa off balance. So each round is almost a carbon copy. Gonzalez will box, control the range, use the left hook, and then the last 15 seconds, Penalosa tries to open up.
And I'm sure as the rounds go on, Penalosa is going to become more desperate. I'm sure his corner is going to tell him, listen, you need to pick up the pace. You really need to do something in there. And hopefully get Penalosa to do a lot more than he's doing right now. And Penalosa still following him around. Good body shot.
Yeah, body shot puts Gonzalez down.
He's hurting. I don't even think he's going to make this. This is a rough shot. He's not even breathing. He cannot make it, and this is where the weight has an issue and caused him to really take all that weight, the weight that he needed. And here we go, left to the body. Oh, right in the wrist shot there. Always finds it very difficult to come if he would have got up from that shot. And here we see it from another angle. Penalosa ducking under, coming back with that left hook right to the liver.
It was the perfect shot.
Of the world, from the Philippines, Jerry